Dave here, and today we're going to check out the work of Finnian MacManus. He is the creative director and founder of Terraform Studios. It's actually a pretty recently made studio, so that's pretty cool. And this guy is actually pretty young. I mean, he's older than me, I think, by a couple of years. I think right now he's in his late 20s, I think. And I remember seeing this guy, like he has like a couple of interviews on YouTube, and by the time he was like 24, he was already kind of working for like big name studios and shit. So gosh, it's kind of embarrassing for, well, not for him, but for, you know, people like me, because, you know, I think I'm 24 now, and I'm way behind this guy, and I have to essentially kind of play catch up, right? And he does have a very interesting kind of style. I mean, he does use 3D and a lot of like rendering programs, and even he does sometimes use the VR, the virtual reality kind of thing. Yeah, I'm going to focus more on his 2D stuff, where he just kind of he uses Photoshop along with like he paints and photo bashes at the same time, and you'll see him kind of make or come up with a lot of interesting kind of shots and concepts with just photos, and it's actually pretty cool. I would put him in the category of Wadim Kashin when it comes to conceptualization, just because they can come up with a lot of concepts quickly, and that's kind of very essential, obviously, when it comes to creating concept art, right? It's not about the it's less about the illustration and more about the ideas, right? And he's pretty good with this sort of thing, and he has worked for like a lot of films, as you can see in his portfolio, so he's kind of well established, I guess, right? And yeah, anyway, oh shit, what the fuck is this? This is a cloud study or something. This wasn't supposed to be here. Oh, okay. So he likes to like come up with a lot of concepts using photos. He's pretty good at photo bashing anyway, and he doesn't even paint over them well enough. Like it's just enough to kind of make sense. Like the levelings are enough. You know, you can see the like the foreground and the background and the midground are kind of clear, and that's pretty much it. You know, like it doesn't have to render everything. Like it's more about the sequence of ideas. Like he can come up with a lot of like shots for a certain kind of environment, and I do find that very fascinating. And he obviously has his own kind of process, which makes him efficient, right, at what he does. And he has so much skills, or he has like so much in his tool set that he can use, you know, 3D, 2D, whatever. So he's not like limited in any kind of way, which is pretty cool, right? And you can tell by the way he does his photo bashing and paint overs and kind of adjustments, right? He's pretty good, or he does a lot of experiments, right? And his work doesn't need to be clean, and that's the cool thing about his concepts. It doesn't need to be clean, right? Especially for the concept phase, where you kind of just generate the ideas. And even at this stage, it looks very, very interesting, right? Like you can kind of tell what he's trying to go for in terms of the world, and he's more of a world builder. I would say, kind of like Wadim Kashin, right? Like they can come up with again a series of shots that kind of belong to the same world, which I do like, right? Look at that. And you can tell he doesn't even, it's more graphical, right? Where the brush strokes are hardly seen, and he'll usually go for a simple round brush, I think, right? He's not very I think he's more of a designer. He's kind of like a Feng Zhu a bit, where they're more into like the design part of the concept art world and less about the artistry sometimes. Because for me, I feel like I'm more of a painter than a designer. But Yeah, and you can tell by the way he, by the ideas alone, he kind of experiments a lot, and it's just fascinating. And the fact that he was able to do this sort of thing, I mean, this is pretty recent, but you know, he started out pretty young, and he kind of just went balls deep, you know. And it's just so impressive to see such a young guy kind of achieve so much, and it's pretty inspiring, you know, and intimidating at the same time, right? Especially if you're kind of his age and you're kind of behind. I mean, holy fuck. Again, look at how he just paints like a person vaguely to just indicate some scale, and that's enough to kind of suggest or to kind of make it a bit more sensible, right? Because it feels more like a collage than an actual kind of photo bash piece, because he's bashing like a lot of photos and he's not even cleaning it up as well as he could, just because he's more about the idea. He can always improve things later on anyway, so concept wise, in terms of generating concepts, he's pretty fast, I would say. I mean, look at the amount of shots here involved, right? Hardly any painting, more about just the idea, right? The main goal often is the idea, right? Whenever you're trying to conceptualize something, the more the better, right? Because you have more chances to kind of explore and then make mistakes and just see what's possible, right? Especially in the beginning phase of any kind of project, right? Pretty cool. And again, it doesn't have to be clean, and that's the cool thing. If he does paint or decide to paint and make it kind of cleaner, it will still look pretty cool. And the way he, I'm guessing he does like a lot of post-processing to kind of just make the environment more of an actual environment. So you can tell by the lighting, he's pretty good with the subtle kind of gradation of values. So I'm guessing he does this after, maybe with a couple of adjustment layers, maybe the levels adjustment layers or something, brightness and contrast, right? Just to kind of help make things more spacious in this one frame, right? And again, he has a couple of projects where he just posts like or he dumps like a lot of like frames and shots of entire scenes, right? And they all feel like they belong in the same kind of world, which I do find very, very because it is kind of a challenge sometimes to make things look consistent, or make a series of shots belong to one kind of project or environment, right? So there needs to be some kind of consistency there, and you know, I think he does a good job in achieving that sense of cohesiveness in each of his projects, right? Awesome. Right? And I've noticed that he likes his kind of, what's the word? When it comes to his like colors, they're very kind of rainbow-ish. He likes to use a lot of colors. That's what I've noticed. Like he includes the entire hues, you know? Generally. Like I can't remember the right word for it, but it's generally saturated, not too much, but it's kind of like, it feels like it's so alive, right? Like there's so much in the world, you know? Like it's not like a boring or kind of dark dystopian. It's more lively, I guess, right? Very, very colorful, and just kind of, it's almost like a fantasy world, right? And I think it does more sci-fi than fantasy, right? Look at that. One day. So more of that, and maybe these belong to the same kind of world, just because of the patterns being used, right? And again, look at how raw this foreground of this rock is, right? It's just a photo that's kind of loosely cut with a lasso tool, but that's pretty much it. Look at how the edges of each kind of area is kind of very, very clear. Like the silhouettes of each kind of section is pretty clear cut, and that's kind of enough. Everything else is more about leveling, trying to make the back look lighter than the front, and he'll even include like some areas of light, areas in shadow, right? Just to make it look more like an actual environment, even if it's kind of collage. You know, this one actually looks very, very collagey, like a collage. But yeah. Anyway, some more of that, I guess. Same world, perhaps. Very, very interesting, right? But so lively to look at. And I do like seeing this. A lot of hue variety, obviously, but it's not so much because of the choice of the artist. I think it's more about the design. Like the colors are because it's part of the project. It's not because of the artistry necessarily. Like I think this world is meant to be colorful. It's not because of the, you know, just because hue variety, right? I think he also did use Cinema 4D for some of these, but I do like the series of shots that he includes. I mean, there's so much to kind of explore here. Now this could be in some kind of underwater realm, perhaps, I'm guessing, right? Oof, nice shot here. And I love his thumbnails. Like, he does like a lot of thumbnails, and in his thumbnail stage alone, it already kind of looks interesting. So that tells you a lot about his compositional skills, right? And again, he's pretty good with using the blending modes. He also has like a couple of tutorials on his ArtStation about its process, so you could check that out and buy a couple of his tutorials, right? And he also has an Instagram, and for his interviews, I will link the ones that I found of him being interviewed. So, he also does have like a YouTube channel, but he only posts, or I've seen him, most of his videos include his VR painting or sculpting sessions. So if you're kind of into that, you know, check it out. Look at the amount of work being done here. It's kind of scary. And some kind of traditional sketches here. I mean, look at this. Look at how full this scene is. It's not super clean. It's a bit, yeah, it's actually a bit impressionistic, I would say. And that's why I like his 2D stuff more whenever he does actually paint. Because he can generate a lot of concepts again with just photo bashing, but sometimes he'll spend time kind of blending things a bit more and painting shit, right? And it actually looks pretty cool. Reminds me of the work of, what's his name? Oh fuck. It's I think it's a Russian dude. A Slavic dude. Ooh, what's his name? Let me just, I need to get this off my head. His name is, oh, Mark Kolobaev. I did an art review of his work. He has a couple of pieces where he paints in the same fashion, where it's kind of impressionistic and kind of all over the place, but it still looks pretty cool, right? Oof. Oh shit. This one is my favorite, obviously, right? Fuck. Like, it's a bunch of like photo bashing, painting. It looks very mixed media-ish, so that's pretty cool. Again, his tool set is pretty fast, so he's not going to be like stuck when it comes to doing stuff like this. And maybe he's even using the smudge tool in some areas here. Hard to say, but I wouldn't be surprised, right? It's so interesting to look at. And when it comes to his ideas, it's so unique and different. And if you look at the details, it almost looks like a Baroque Rococo kind of a painting, but in sci-fi, right? Because there's so much kind of detail and there's so much kind of in it, you know what I mean? So yeah, anyway. Oh, again, here we have like a photo bash thing with, it's pretty kind of decently painted over with. Like, it's hard to see the actual photos, but yeah. Some more of the photo bashing here. You can see the photo textures or photo areas, right? But it's kind of well blended, so that's pretty cool. And look at how he did the lighting here. Look at the contrast is way stronger in this area, right? So there's probably some kind of opening here, casting this kind of nice soft light. And then everything else kind of toned down with some kind of leveling adjustment layers, right? Oh, he does have a tutorial of this. So here's the video. It's kind of like a clip. Very random bashing, and then he'll do like a paint over. It reminds me a bit of Feng Zhu, like his technique of just bashing a bunch of photos and then finding the ideas in that kind of chaotic kind of technique. Yeah, so except for Finnian here, he just used a simple round brush to paint over with, so pretty badass. And again, I've got this brush use. It's just one brush generally, where he doesn't complicate things. Like he doesn't have a lot of brush variety. Kind of like Feng Zhu, like it shows you that they're more about the design and more about the efficiency, right? I mean, their work still looks pretty good. It's not like it's not artistic. I mean, shit. I mean, look at this, right? It's artistic, but there's a bit more emphasis on like the mood, right? On the general feel of the environment, the design of it, right? So yeah. So these are some tree designs, some forest stuff. Look at that. That's a pretty cool drawing there, right? Very interesting thumbnails, right? And of course some photo bashing in to save time, right? So these are more and again, I'm glad he did kind of post some of his word choices here to kind of guide the project. Some more world building stuff. Like he can come up with like entire realms of reality essentially. And again, I'm not sure what his influence is here, but a lot of his work involves like a lot of holes, not necessarily holes, but it looks so detailed, right? Like there's so much in it. Like there's not like a lot of big swooping strokes, you know? It's kind of gothic. If you've ever seen kind of gothic architecture and you look at this kind of spires of it or the pointy tops of the of any kind of like gothic cathedral, it has like a lot of detail in it, and it kind of reminds me of that whenever I see Finnian's work. So if you're trying to get better at your world building and you need a guy to kind of look up to, I do recommend you check out Finnian MacManus. And he has a decent amount of 2D stuff, so you don't have to worry about the 3D stuff. And I've kind of picked the ones that involve photo bashing and just, you know, Photoshop stuff using 2D. Some are more photo bashed and some actually involve more painting to kind of help make it more presentable, right? But yeah, that's it. That's it for this art review of Finnian MacManus. And yeah, and if you're kind of a young artist, this is a guy you should definitely kind of consider to check out, just because he has achieved so much in his life. And if you're feeling behind, I think this ought to be another reason for you to kind of step up your game, right? We have to defeat this guy. So yeah, so that's it for this art review of Finnian MacManus. Thank you for watching. Keep drawing, keep painting, and stay free.